Hello, I'm Kelly Mantle. Hello, I'm Kelly Mantle. Hello, I'm Kelly Mantle. And this is the Kelly Mantle Show. Won't you come inside the Kelly Mantle studio? Some time ago, I went to the carnival with my good Judy, Shelley Duvall. We bought tickets and were standing in line, and she said, "Kelly, tell me what's on your mind." And I said, "The gymnastics in my mind is where you'll find jarring thoughts and twists and turns, like jumping jacks and panic attacks and cartwheels that will throw out your back, like whirling dervishes on a roller coaster in the middle of the night. That's what my mind is like." And then Shelley looked at me and said, "Wow, there's a lot going on inside that head." And then she bit into her corn dog. And then I vomited. Welcome to the Kelly Mantle Show. Won't you come inside the Kelly Mantle studio? John Mark, don't gobble on fella-shaped things in front of me.
We've been here all day. I have to eat.
That's your lunch?
Yeah.
Oh my God, bless your heart. Haven't I told you about Factor?
No, but I saw some in the fridge over there.
Oh, those are mine. You can keep your gay paws off of them. Thank you very much. Switch to voiceover. You want to eat better, but you have zero time and less energy than John Mark after gobbling 12 bananas at Fire Island?
Kelly, oh my God.
Factor doesn't ask you to meal prep, follow recipes, or emotionally commit to a head of broccoli. Heat it in 2 minutes and you're done. We're talking lean proteins, colorful vegetables, whole food ingredients, healthy fats. The kind of meals you'd swear you'd make if you weren't exhausted and staring into the fridge like it owes you money. Head to factormeals.com/mantle50off and use code mantle50off to get 50% off your first Factor box plus free breakfast for 1 year. Offer only valid for new Factor customers with code and qualifying auto-renewing subscription purchase. Make healthier eating easy with Factor. Hola, the beauty is here. But don't get on her bad side because you might shed a tear. From Miss Continental to RuPaul's Drag Race, she's always serving face. Whether she's in Chicago or LA, just like Mother Ru, she's got one thing to say. You better work. Ladies and gentlemen, coming to you in high res, Naysha Lopez.
I was so excited for the intro. I was so excited. I'm like, I want to hear this so bad.
Yes, honey. Only the best for you, Miss Naysha Lopez.
I love it. Cheers.
And I love that you're drinking out of our Kelly Mantle Show mug that you can get on our merch site. The link is in our bio. See, Trixie taught me how to do that. Isn't that wonderful?
I love that. Thank you so much for having me. I'm so excited.
Oh my God, it's so good to have you here. So you were just telling me about your day. Now, listen, this body... I mean, let's get into the body, honey, of it all. I mean, your body is meticulous.
Thank you so much.
I love that. It reminds me of Blonde Ambition.
Oh my! Listen, any Madonna reference,
honey,
I'm going to take it. You know that.
Girl, you would have been on Blonde Ambition tour in the 80s, honey, with Madonna and her muscles. So you were saying that you got up at 6 a.m. So you're an early morning workout.
Yeah, so I do gym first thing in the morning.
Really? Because see, I'm an evening workout. It's the last thing I do.
See,
so, I always wonder which is obviously I need to switch. I'm doing something wrong.
I feel like you go in the morning and it kind of gives you that extra pep in your step for the rest of the day. You know what I mean?
That, yeah.
When I do go in the evening, I find it more challenging to go to bed. Do you not feel kind of like...
adrenaline running a little bit?
Like you want to do something else.
That's true.
So,
I mean, I don't do it too terribly late. I try to schedule it like around dinner time.
Okay.
So I try to do like 5, 6 o'clock and then have dinner and then relax a little bit and then go to bed. So, but yeah, I've always... Because I'm just not a morning person. But the few times that I had to work out in the morning because I didn't have a choice to fit it into my schedule, it really did put a little pep to my step.
Right?
So maybe I do
It
need
totally
to.
does. As I've gotten older, I've become a morning person, actually.
Girl, are you going to turn me into a morning person?
Yes, let's do it.
Are you going to take me to the gym?
Let's do it.
Will I look like you afterwards?
If that's what you want.
Hey, come on. I mean, we already have a lot in common. We're both pork chops, honey.
Let's do it.
Let's hear it for the pork chops and the Kelly Mantle studio.
I know.
Girl, listen, I love it. Do you love it? Like it's like part of my storyline now.
Oh,
I love
absolutely,
it. Yes.
absolutely. Listen, it's a. You always remember, okay, who wins, right?
Yes.
Do you remember who won third? No. Do you remember sixth? No. Do you remember eighth? No. You do remember who went home first. Do you get what I'm saying?
Exactly.
It's like, just embrace it. It is what it is.
It is what it is.
It is what
honey.
it is.
It's totally against our control.
Yeah.
Really. But you said something so smart in a podcast. You said, don't let the World of Wonder producers know your weaknesses.
Oh.
Because they will zoom in
baby.
like a vulture.
Baby.
Because that's what I was the same way on the phone.
Yeah.
I was like, I don't know how to sew. I've never sewed before in my life. I should have never
And they're like,
told
the
them
sewing
that.
challenge episode, this.
Which used to be the first episode
absolutely.
every time.
No,
I know. Now they have the
absolutely.
talent show. And I'm like, well, at least I would have lasted one episode, hopefully. Now, I know you probably get asked this all the time, a first out season.
Yeah.
Would you ever do one?
A first out season.
With all the first outs girls?
I would do a first out season if I can. No, let me not say that. If I can get Ginger Minge's guarantee. No.
See, this is what's funny. I thought you were getting ready to say my line.
What were you going to say?
You're saying I'll do one as long as I'm promised to win. I've always said I'll do one as long as they promise to send me home first again.
Really?
I want to be the first out on a first out
So
season.
you just want to keep the streak going.
Honey, I have a reputation.
I mean,
to
I love
uphold.
that. I mean, I kind of love that.
Yes,
but
I'm a getter sled.
all jokes aside, and I've been vocal about this. I don't feel like Drag Race is my thing.
Right,
You know
right.
what I mean?
Yeah.
It's like I'm better when I'm rehearsed, when there's more planning,
Yes.
when I can put some,
Totally hear what you're saying.
Now I love to watch it. I love to see everyone under the same stress that we were in and see how they navigate through it all. But I don't see myself ever doing it again.
No.
Now I did who was it? I think it was Morgan McMichaels that was like, any opportunity that someone gives you to be on television, you be on television.
I mean, listen, I want to say there's some truth to that, but if it's not going to behoove you, and it's not going, and you already know this is not my gig, then I don't necessarily know that is true. Because you're just setting yourself up, you know what I mean? And
So
it's like, I would rather do things that I'm more in control of, the edit.
Like a guarantee.
Yes, absolutely. And did you, me and Tempest do a gig together in the UK? Or was that a different group of people?
I did do the UK.
We did a UK gig together. Do you remember?
Yeah, it was a big group of us.
It was a big. It was Kimora was on
Kimora
it.
was there.
I feel like maybe Tempest was a different one that I was on, but this one was Kimora, you, me, Coco Montrese.
Yep. Derek.
Oh no, it was Nebraska.
Oh, that's right.
That's right, Nebraska. Yeah, love you, Nebraska.
Oh my God, I
love
remember.
Nebraska.
Yeah.
Oh my God, that's so wild. We did a little tour together there in the UK. And we were in the
Funny story. When we did that one, I booked the gig and I'm on my way over there, and then I'm at the gig, and they're like, "So tomorrow when we go to the next city," and I'm like, "Oh no, I'm not going to that. I'm booked for one city. I'm not go." No, they're like, "No, this is multiple," and I'm like, No, I don't think I'm a part of that. I think I'm just one. And then they were like, no, it's all of us. I had no idea we were going to be like going city to city to city.
I don't think any of us knew.
And I was
was so like
a whole other
last
city.
minute. I know. Because I was like, am I packing for like 3 shows or just one? I'm so confused. So you went ahead and booked yourself.
So I'm just like thinking, no, I'm going to do this and I'm going to do that. And no, oh my gosh.
Honey, you don't tell Naysha Lopez which way is up. This is one thing I love about you. You are not afraid to speak your mind,
Absolutely
honey.
not.
You are not afraid to speak your mind. I mean, we know the Puerto Rican blood is running thick in Miss Naysha Lopez, honey. And I love that for you. So you knew when you went on Drag Race that this was a high risk because you're like, they're just, the storyline of sending Miss Continental home first is too rich.
It's the first, I think I said it on the show.
Did you?
I don't know if it was like an Untucked or I think it was Kim Chi that says, Naysha, you're a former Miss Continental. They're not going to send you home first. And I literally said, but how fierce would it be to take a very accomplished and seasoned queen and send her home first?
Yes.
It's going to make the season like, oh my God, we don't know what's going to happen.
Absolutely.
You know?
Absolutely.
And I'm like, of course it makes sense. Like,
And so you went home first. And then you had to stick around for the promo shoot and the Meet the Queens. I know that because I had to shoot mine 2 or 3 days after being eliminated first. I'm like, oh, you all want me to be nice right now? Like, and talk up the show. You stuck around for the promo Meet the Queens. Then you get on a plane. You go back to Chicago. And before your bags are even unpacked, they call you.
Yeah.
Because they had the double elimination. With Layla McQueen and Dax.
Yeah.
And said, what do you think of coming back?
The crazy thing was that I was like in disbelief. I'm like, wait.
Unbelievable.
What?
Yeah.
I'm like, wait, what? And they're like, would you consider coming back?
Wow.
Now, in my head, I had already said yes. But, I want the tea. I'm like, what would happen?
Right.
Like, what's going on?
You should have demanded more money.
Yeah, right?
For the right price, I will.
And so... they tell me, they're like, she was so underwhelmed with a lip sync. Wow. And she is pissed that she sent this queen home. Right. And then she got this. And so just last minute, she's just like, let's bring her back. And I'm like, I am down. Let's do it.
Because she knew Miss Continental would come through, honey.
Yeah, so I came back, yeah.
I love that. And then you had a great return. And so you tell this story because they actually filmed your rehearsal for that. When you tripped on the roller skates, but on your actual performances, you didn't trip, and they used your rehearsal footage.
I was so pissed.
Girl, she's from Chicago.
I was so
pissed. If you're from Chicago, you know how to roller skate.
Baby, there was rainbow roller skating rink on the south side of...
It is below 30-0 there 9 months out of the year. They're inside roller skating.
Oh, totally.
Thank you.
In 8th grade, it's like a trip that we take
to
a roller skating rink.
Exactly.
So it was so funny. I'm like, they let us just kind of play and just like go for it, have fun. And it was mainly because Bob too is not really good on skates, so everyone was taking their time and practicing. So I was like, I kind of want to try a little something and see what I can get away with. Of course I fall, and that's what they decide to use. I remember doing press, and they were like, so you felt on the skates. And Michael Fabiani, which I love and adore, Michael, I love you. I was like, okay, off the record real quick, Michael, can I tell them? And he's like, no.
And you can't tell them.
And at that time, you can't say anything.
I know, because you have this little press person sitting there.
Yeah.
Because when I was doing press week with my droopy eyelid from the first time I got Botox, yeah, that was my press week. And they were like, how is the season period? I said, well, it's horrible. I went home first. And they're like, Kelly, you can't say that. And I said, I can say whatever I want to say. So I was just blurting it out to everyone. I was like, I don't care. I don't have to follow your rules and regulations. Not your property. Even though you do send me a Christmas gift every year and I appreciate it. I really do. That's another thing we have in common, other than both of us being Miss Continentals.
Yes.
Wannabe. We're both from Chicago. Or I lived in Chicago for 3 years, and you're from Chicago.
I saw that.
Yes.
I saw that you, right out of college, yeah?
I did. Right out of college, I did theater in Chicago for 3 years. I had the most magnificent experiences. I got to work with Alexandra Billings and Honey West. I got to work with Mimi Marks and Monica Monroe.
Love it.
I would go down to the Baton every night and just sit there.
Oh my God, love it.
Oh my God, and in love with these beautiful women.
Yeah.
I mean, it was such a learning ground for me.
Oh, totally. Yeah. Every time they're like, what type of drag? Like, how did you learn or this or that? And I'm like, my drag is trans drag. Like, that was my drag. I grew up around Mimi, Monica,
honey.
Chili Pepper,
the dolls,
like and
Chili Pepper,
all these
Rest in Paradise, honey. Oh,
these just amazing, talented, beautiful trans women. That's what I wanted to do.
When you were born in Chicago, then you went back to your family went to Puerto Rico after you were born. So
I was there. I want to say 2nd grade until like 2nd or 3rd grade, something like that. But I learned how to play like my first instrument there. It's the first time I was on stage for the first time there.
And you all are just fucking beautiful. I don't know what the fuck is in the jeans and the water in Puerto Rico, honey, but my God, you all are fucking beautiful.
Thank you. I love Puerto Rico.
Well, now you talk about a time that you hosted a benefit show for the survivors of the hurricane there in Puerto Rico.
Yeah.
And you said that Ginger Minge was also hosting it with you.
Yeah.
And what did you say about that exactly?
So
'Cause
we
I
were
remember
I
love how John Mark steps in the room right when I said that.
I was at that fundraiser. I interviewed you backstage there.
Were you there? Oh my
Oh,
God,
really?
I love that.
Where was it at?
In Minneapolis.
Oh, okay.
And there were like 40, 50 girls? It was 40 queens. Yeah. And so right away from the beginning, they called me and were like, hey, you're actually Puerto Rican. Can you host this together with someone? You know, we're working on other hosts, blah, 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 whatnot. And so we were talking about, someone had asked what my Roscoe's fan base and audience are so messy, and
Girl,
I absolutely love and
you
adore them.
all are so fucking messy, and I live.
I live. And one of the questions was, what is your favorite Ginger Minge fib as of lately?
Okay.
What I had said was, it's kind of weird that we did this whole benefit and we eat for Puerto Rico,
right?
and you would think that would come up that you are from Puerto Rico at a Puerto Rican benefit for hurricane survivors. You would think. I'm just saying it could have.
Right.
You know what I mean?
Right.
So I just thought that was kind of funny. But that was my favorite thing.
Well, you know what?
Yeah.
Maybe she was so consumed in the moment that she completely forgot she was from Puerto Rico.
Absolutely.
And thought she was from Czechoslovakia. Shout out to Roscoe's. I loved going to Roscoe's when I lived there. So now, it is true that you were doing this several years. You decided to move to LA to pursue your acting career. You told them, and they said, okay, let's work this out. We want to keep you. I love
Absolutely.
that. And so you get to fly back from LA to Chicago weekly to do the watch party.
Absolutely. And the really cool thing is we're really a family there. Mm-hmm. And when I said, hey, this is what I want to do, I want to pursue this, I'm no longer able to host a show is what I'm thinking.
Right.
And they're like, absolutely not. Not only do we want to support you in doing this, but we value you. And they were very clear in making me feel valuable and showing me that I'm a part of the family and we're going to make this work.
Yeah.
And so I was super excited that they were like, let's make this work.
Exactly.
And I get it. Some people, traveling and getting paid to do bookings in other cities, foreign to some other people. But it's not to us Drag Race girls. We do this all the time. You know what I mean?
Who are you referring to?
I'm referring to queens that just don't travel, I guess. No, it's a general statement.
Well, now, the Trans Investigation Unit at the Kelly Mantle Show is not responsible. We are just the messenger here, trust and believe. I really have no idea what's going on. I don't even know how I'm breathing at this point. I know that my membranes are connected to my toenails, and that's all that I know. But here on the Kelly Mantle Show, a fabulous lady by the name of Darby Cartwright shared some thoughts of you, which I know were brought to your attention at a Roscoe's viewing party by an audience member.
You know what's so funny is that when they brought it up, they didn't really give me any context to it, and they were like,
"I know they really did a bad job of describing it."
And all I heard was like unqualified, and now I'm giving out my resume, and I'm drunk, and I'm like, rah, 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 rah. You know what I mean? I'm pissed,
Girl, she got the fire there.
Like, girl, but
I'm so glad that Mistress Isabel Brooks stepped in and said, spare Kelly. Kelly didn't have anything to do with it.
Kelly didn't say anything.
You're like, okay, I'll spare Kelly.
I love Kelly.
I'm like, that was a close call, girl, because Naysha was getting ready to go in, honey.
But no, listen, I heard, after the fact,
right.
I went and I watched the clip, and I saw the clip, and now I understand more, the context of everything. And also, they were like, oh, Darby and Alexis. I know Darby as Dixie. That was her name back in the day. She changed her name. She changed her name. Yeah. And so I was like, wait, who are we talking about? So I really didn't even know. Yeah. Then I saw the clip. And listen, my whole thing is the first thing I wanted to do was, I was reacting on emotion. I was pissed. I was like really upset about it. But my mom has really instilled in me, because I have a horrible temper, is that I can't always control what people say about me, but I can control how I act and how I react, right?
Yes, absolutely.
And so I had to take a second, and I'm like, and the reality is, it's her opinion. You think I'm not funny? That's okay. I just don't like the underlying tone of resentment towards me, because I have an opportunity that what is not presented to you. Because you came for Roscoe's as well, as if like the audacity, they fly her every week. But that's what happens when people value you and appreciate you. And the comment that she made, she was almost trying to determine what my value was. Like, don't fly her. What do you mean? Get someone else local. But why? I've worked my ass off at this show. I have been a instrument in making it what it is together with that Roscoe's team, because we all work very, very hard. So for her to sit there and kind of make that comment, I don't think she's doing what she thinks she's doing. The reality is that I'm working, I'm happy, and they're happy, and they want me there. And I get it. You can't comprehend being flown and paid for. I get it. That's not what she experiences. That's on you. Don't project on me. Just because you can't get a bar to pay your Uber ride, don't get upset because they paid my airfare to the gig, girl. You get what I'm saying? And with that,
I mean, that is a pretty good line.
I'll
give you that.
I just don't. It felt mean spirited. Yeah. You know what I mean? Like,
well, no. Listen, here at the Kelly Mantle Show, we are equal opportunity offenders, and if someone comes on and offends you with something, we like to have that person also have a chance to respond. Now, I will say that I'm a huge fan of Darby and Alexis and IMHO. I think they're hilarious and funny.
So funny.
And
so funny.
I think that's what it is. I think that some people are for some people and some people aren't for some people, and that's fine, you know. Comedy is subjective. Comedy is like, you know, it's like, comedy is not like sex. Sex, even when bad, is good. It's like pizza. But comedy, when bad, is just not good. And if you don't like that particular comedy, you just move on to the next one.
I couldn't have said it better myself.
So what was the atmosphere like backstage with Willem and Mistress Isabel Brooks?
So everyone was very... just kind of sweet to each other and nice and this and that. And you can see, what you guys don't see is that while the show is airing, you know, we get to talk or whatever. And you can see that there was an effort being made to like talk to each other.
That's
and
good,
so I'm like, okay, I think this is going to be fine.
Right.
I think this is going to be great.
Yeah.
And then it was the comment that... I'm not exactly sure what Willem said, but then Mistress kind of interjected. It's like, well, you know, you said some things, and to be honest, I should have just slapped the shit out of you. You know, she said something, but basically saying she should have just slapped her or whatever.
Right.
And right there, you can just feel the tension in the room, because you're like, mind you, someone tells me they're gonna slap me, I might react differently. Yeah, and so we're just all like everyone, and then she said, you know what, I would have slapped me too, because I didn't know you, and blah, blah, and I was like, you know, and we all just kind of
Willem has mellowed out over the years, and I will say that she sometimes will take the road less traveled for her. Usually.
She handled it very well.
I won't say the higher road, but the road less traveled. You want to eat better, but you have zero time and even less energy to make it happen? Enter Factor. Meals already made by chefs, designed by dietitians, and delivered straight to your door. For me, for you, for the people. People like Nathalie, the busy CEO of a pantyhose corporation in Corpus Christi. A mogul, a visionary, a woman with a calendar so full that the 2 minutes it takes to heat a Factor meal is the only free time she has all day. Then there's Christoph, a bodybuilder in Boston. Muscles everywhere. Time for cooking? Nowhere. He lives for Factor's new Muscle Pro collection, fueling strength, recovery, and whatever intimidating thing he's lifting next. And don't forget Small Town Sally, a snowplow driver from rural North Dakota. She has seen every restaurant within 50 miles and is bored to tears. Factor's 100 rotating meals every week? Well, suddenly her dinner options are more exciting than her social life. And what about Cody? A proud couch potato from Connecticut. Zero motivation to eat better. None. But with the Factor's lean proteins and whole food ingredients, he somehow does anyway. And then there's me, Kelly Mantle, a young, vulnerable podcaster from Hollywood. I love Factor because it's fresh, never frozen, ready in 2 minutes, and requires absolutely nothing from me emotionally. Head to factormeals.com/mantle50off and use code mantle50off to get 50% off your first Factor box plus free breakfast for 1 year. Offer only valid for new Factor customers with code and qualifying auto-renewing subscription purchase. Make healthier eating easy with Factor. We like to play games here on the Kelly Mantle Show, and we're going to play Drag Association with Naysha Lopez. You tell us the first thing that comes to your mind when I say these drag queens' names or objects or things or places.
Okay.
And you feel free to share whatever you want to share because we know you are Naysha Lopez. Monica Beverly Hills.
Oh. The first thing I think of with Monica is like us being baby drag queens, her not knowing anything basically about makeup, but just and nothing. And I'm like, girl, get over here. You're gonna take this black and you're gonna crease this and you're gonna and like start messing with her makeup and just the transformation that this woman has had, and she's just so statuesque and just
honey, beautiful.
But yes,
I got to do a gig with her. We did a country music video, a country singer's music video together. It was me and her and Jujubee and some other queens, and we had so much fun together. The three of us.
That.
Oh my god, it was so much
She's
fun. We were
always
like in Nashville or Fayetteville or somewhere. Someville. Joella.
Where do I begin with that one? I mean, the first thing that I think of is like delusion, pathological liar, makes things up in her head. It just, I go that route with her. However,
wait, I said Joella, not Ginger Mint.
Oh. But no, that's what comes to mind. However, I'm known to, whenever a problem, how do I put this? Let's see. If I got to check someone, I'm going to check someone. And I've already done that with Joella, and I think we're in a good place right now because I don't like when people try to weaponize the fandom and they'll try to be like, oh, you know, Kelly is like this and blah, and you know, and then they try to get people to like jump on board and be that way.
Yeah.
And so there's a couple things that I've just kept to myself.
Right.
But I had to remind her of those things, and then I think we're good now.
Derek Barry.
This list, girl. No, we're great. We're great. That was actually the first like.
You're aggressive.
Yes. Oh my gosh.
I just said that. I love you were like, I'm aggressive. And she's like, you're aggressive. You're like, I just said that.
And it was one of those. It was one of those things. She was being very passive aggressive with me. And I was just like, Miss Thing, I don't do that game. Like, tell me what's up. You know what I mean? Like, what's up? Let's handle this now. And it was the first actual like heated kind of argument that we ever had on at Roscoe's.
It was juicy.
It was, and there's only
because wasn't that even like during a commercial break? And the whole reason it got leaked is because some audience member was just happened to be.
We don't allow anyone to record during the episodes,
right?
It didn't have. It happened during, but it's a lot longer.
Oh wow!
But the guy in the audience got like half of it.
Oh,
and so he was like kind of picking his phone up, trying to get as much as he can without getting clocked.
Girl.
But it was a lot longer.
Girl, I mean, I'm glad y'all are in a good place now because
we're in a good
I will
place.
say it is entertaining.
No.
I mean, it's not every day that you see two people on stage at a viewing party just rip into each other. You're like, oh my God.
Yeah.
It was crickets.
No, but we're I love it.
Girl. Derek.
But no, we're in a good place. I love Derek.
Jimbo.
Oh, Jimbo. I love Jimbo. Jimbo is so great. Jimbo is one of those people that is so charismatic that
so much fun.
As soon as you meet them, you're like, tell me more. I just want to know more. And that's exactly how I felt when I
love that.
first
Yeah, we
met
had her
Jimbo.
here on the show, and I was like, oh my God, this could last for hours.
Yeah.
I just love her so much. James Mansfield.
James. So James and I had like a little tiny falling out because she thought I was mad at her while I was like upset at production. Like I would say certain things, and then she went and followed me, and then I was like, girl, I'm talking about like what happened. I'm not saying you did that. Like I'm not mad at you. And she's like, okay, I'm sorry. And she followed me right back, and we followed, and we're fine. We're totally fine because again, it's not the girls. Like we don't decide these things, you know? And so it's not like I'm mad at her.
Yeah.
But there were certain things, and I think she got mad at me because I had said, well, she thought she was going home. She was in the corner crying, and then she wins the chat. You know what I mean? And then she's like, why did you tell people that? You know?
Now, is it true? So All Stars 8, someone had been uninvited or dropped out, and then you got the call like 2 weeks before?
Absolutely.
Wow.
Yeah. So someone just wasn't on. This person got like the what do we call that? For the wardrobe, the stipend. They got the stipend, everything. This person was like ready to go.
Did they return the stipend?
Well, the person kind of like during that time like disappeared off the face of the earth, and then they were like panicking. So Theron had heard that I was living in LA. Mm-hmm. So they had asked a couple people, like Miss Vanjie, I think was one of them that they had asked. It was somebody else, but they asked a few people, and they were like 2 weeks, like absolutely not. And so they called me, and I sat with it for a second, and I thought, with all the shit that I talk and the way that I come after them, if I don't do this now, I don't think I'll ever get asked to do this. So you know what? Just do it. 2 weeks, just do it.
Yeah.
Get on. Do whatever you got to do, you know, to make it work, whatever. I called a couple designers. I called a couple designers like, okay, who are you on board? Yes or no? And they're like, yeah, let's do it. And so, and that's
wild.
Yeah.
And then so we were talking about Jade at first.
Yeah.
Is this story true that you were actually cast on an earlier season?
Absolutely.
And then Jade had created a fake email. I know this story's already out there and been told. For those of you who don't know, they created a fake email and sent it to designers and sponsors saying, please give us your...
Do you remember back in the day, you would get, like the lip sync, you would get a prize. And it was like sponsored by Sequin Queens, the gowns, remember? And
or
then
Alan Chucks.
Yeah.
I remember that.
Yes. Oh my God, the cruise. Yes.
The cruise.
Yes.
Honey.
And then there was the breastplate. Do you remember?
Yes,
So this person went and started going to the sponsors, because who's going to trick the sponsors are? The sponsors are going to say, hey, we have a person saying they're a contestant asking for a breastplate.
My questions are this, because I know this story's been out there forever. Why did she do it?
Oh, we've known each other since high school. We are like like rivals.
In high school.
Like horrible. Like
no.
Yes. Oh my God.
Well, why would
so
you
bad.
call her for confidants?
So this is my thing, is that I always give people the benefit of the doubt. And I thought there was some growth there. And I thought things had changed and whatnot. But at the time, I think she was the only one from Chicago at the time, maybe.
Oh, probably.
But point is, she didn't want me on.
Well, Gia had been on.
Has she had already been on?
Yeah.
Yeah.
She's been on my season.
Oh, well, no, but this was like season 4 or 5.
But I don't think you would have been any more trustworthy calling Gia. Oh, that's right. Because this was season 4 or 5.
And so what happened was, I didn't even tell her. What I did was, I asked her about the psych test.
Oh.
I said, what happens at the psych test? Like, what is it? Like, do I need to worry about, like, how do I pass or fail? Like, you know, what is it? You know, and, oh, you'll be fine. It's this and this and this and blah, blah, blah. The only other person is my mother. That's it. The only other person was my mother.
So she was sending emails asking for things in your name.
Yeah.
World of Wonder found out and said, we're going to have to uninvite you.
Yes.
Because you broke the NDA.
Yep.
And you're not allowed to contact our sponsors.
Yep.
And then they did an investigation and tracked it down through the HTML.
To the different, what do you call that?
The HTML.
Is it HTML?
Oh, the
IP address. That's what
they went that far.
So what they looked at was the IP address, and they saw that the IP address that I had been communicating with them since day one was not the same as the one that was.
And then how did they connect that to her?
Oh no! I knew it was her.
Oh, so you
and
just
then
knew.
I knew it was her. But look what happened. She used to work at a club called Spin.
I remember Spin.
Do you remember Spin?
Yes.
And it was like a drag race girl, and it would be like, let's say you're there performing, like Kelly Mantle and Jade, because she used to perform there all the time.
Yes.
With the girl, whatever drag race girl. Well, she got drunk, and my boyfriend at the time was working security, and Spit was like, I just want Naysha and I to be like good friends. I hate that I did this. And he's like, what are you talking about? And she spills it. She spills it. She's like, she tells him everything that she did.
No.
He's and he said, do you think that she'll forgive me? Do you think that like going through?
Honey.
My boyfriend at the time could not get home any faster. And at that time we lived in Grays Lake, which was like a whole hour. 50, it was far.
Yeah.
Got home and like shook me, waking me up like you're not gonna believe what I did. And it was like, it was Jade. And I'm like, what are you talking about?
And you
like,
probably knew.
And I knew. No, I
knew in the back of your mind that's what it was.
I told him back in my head, I was like, it has to be Jade. It's my mother.
Wild.
My mother's the only other person.
Right.
And
so did you let World of Wonder know?
Well, no, I didn't. Well, because at this point they had already put two and two together.
Right.
And that was it.
Right,
They're just like, and they had actually reached out and said, if you want to audition again, you could.
All that to your boyfriend.
Honey,
he must be smooth. We need him here on the Transvestigation. Sometimes here on the Kelly Mantle Show, we have energies that come through. Mm-hmm. And I've been sitting here listening to you, and I just have to share this with you, and you can accept it or not accept it, comment on it or not comment on it. But there's a very hard headed man coming through that I have to share with you. He is very handsome, has a mustache or a goatee, and he's holding a beer all the time. And he's coming through and he's sending like love, like, but it's like really strong, like kind of love and stuff. And it's like a Lewis or a...
That's my dad.
Lewis or something.
That's my dad.
Yes.
That's he passed.
Yes.
That's my dad.
That is wild.
Oh my God.
That's coming through so hardcore, and I have to let it out of my system right now because it's like I cannot.
I wasn't expecting that.
Oh no, I'm so sorry.
No, you're fine.
Yeah, it's really strong. So
wow.
Yeah, and he is like sending massive amounts of love. Yeah, and it's like it's like a fist or like it's crazy, but I can feel that connection there and that love there.
Oh man, I wasn't expecting that. That's exactly what my dad would kind of be that way too.
Yeah.
Like, oh my God.
Yeah, he's really cool.
And he is stash, like that's like was his gang. The stash or goatee, beer in hand. Oh my gosh, that's totally my dad.
Yeah, and I keep seeing that and baseballs, like because my uncle played baseball, and so I keep seeing
he was a baseball player. My dad played baseball.
Yeah. That is so wild. I love when this works out. Oh my God, I love when this works out. I'm sorry, I just had to share it with you because it was coming through so strong.
Oh my God, amazing.
Yeah. I love that. He's really, really cool.
Oh my
I really like his energy. He's like...
Yeah, he's a fun guy, and he had the most infectious laugh, which people say I have like a very similar laugh because I laugh so loud and obnoxious.
You look so much alike.
Yeah.
Yeah, you look so much alike. It's wild. Well, speaking of handsome men, I love that you encompass the masculine with the feminine so... just so vividly and beautifully.
Thank you.
And you entered the Mr. Continental pageant. Recently, and you did very well.
Yeah.
And congratulations.
Thank you. So I've done it twice now. I got first runner up. So close. And then I got sixth. So, of course, because I'm obsessed with pageantry.
Yes.
I consider doing it again, but at the same time, I'm like, I have so much on my plate already.
I know.
And to compete in pageantry is such a commitment.
Oh, yeah.
And when you win, you're committed for a year,
I think it's so cool, though, to imagine Miss Continental also winning Mr. Continental. You'll be the first and only one.
Yeah.
I love that.
Yeah.
That's so cool. All right, so we're going to finish this up. Drag Association. Ross Matthews.
Ross Matthews, my least favorite judge. Just
Has he ever been a guest there at Roscoe?
no, he has not. That's why he's my least favorite. No. No, I love Ross. I just sometimes, he'll say like, "Oh my God, your outfit's purple." The fuck is that? Right. Can I curse? I've been cursing. Okay. It's like, what is that? What kind of critique is that? I know.
And
so sometimes it's just like he just says things to kind of say some things, and I'm just like, girl.
I mean, listen, over the history of the show, sometimes there's some judges on there that I'm like, why are they there? That would be like having me as a judge. Well, I love your love for J-Lo.
Yes.
It is so magnificent. Tell me about your experience with J-Lo, working with her. And you've hung out with her several times.
Yeah. And the thing is that I've never met anyone with the type of work ethic that she has. It is absolutely ridiculous. I remember the first time that I met her in a work space. She had just flown overseas, landed, went home, showered, and came straight to rehearsal.
And looking flawless.
Flawless. After wrapping, I think it was Mother, the movie Mother for Netflix. She had just wrapped Mother, jumped on a plane, took a shower, came to rehearsal. Amazing. And came to rehearsal and was involved in every aspect of the number. Like, let's do this here. Can we do this here? Talk to every queen.
Right.
Was like, hey, can we do this here? Can we try this? I love this. And it was amazing to watch. It was absolutely amazing to watch. It was when she was with Ben, but it was still kind of like hush. Like it wasn't. And then this like 6'2" motherfucker walks in and I'm standing there. I just turn around and he's walking in and I'm like, we're all gagged. They were like two little teenagers, like all over each other and kissing. And it was so cute.
I love that.
But working with her was a great experience.
Oh my God,
it was absolutely amazing. Yeah.
And what's your one-on-ones with her been like?
You know what's funny is I talked to her about her work ethic and how much it inspires me because there's days where I will go. I will work on a Thursday, fly out on a Friday, do Roscoe's, go straight to the airport, land, go home, put a face on, still no sleep, go to Abby, work Abby. Do a brunch, drive to Palm Springs, work at night, and then the next day do a brunch. And it's like, why not? You know what I mean? If I can,
so you're the J-Lo of the drag community,
so
honey. Aren't you doing a show at Showgirls tonight?
I am
after this?
But yeah, I talked to her about the work.
I have to shoot 2 of these once a week, and I'm dying. I can't keep up anymore. How do you do all that?
No, I love her work ethic, and I told her about that. And I remember her. I have a text from her manager that told me. He sent me the picture that we took together, and then he said she kept asking, like, tell me her name again, because I was in drag at the time. Her energy, she has such a good, positive energy, and I thought that was great.
I love that. Yeah. What do you think of all the heat that she gets? I mean, especially like this last year on TikTok and stuff.
You know, someone very familiar with just people talking shit. You know what? It is what it is. She's working. Mm-hmm. Just who cares? It's one of those things. It's just like, who cares? It's like you have people with no money, no talent, sitting on a couch in sweats talking about, put your clothes on, girl. You know what I mean? It's like, come on.
Leave
it's just
J-Lo alone. You need to make a leave Britney alone video.
Oh my God, I'm
leave
gonna do that.
J-Lo alone, honey.
Yeah,
she's very busy and she doesn't have time to sit there and say hello to you or even look you in the eye. So we're gonna do a real quick speed round. What is your favorite song or album by her?
Favorite song? Ain't It Funny with the Breakdown is one of my favorites. Love, 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 love. It's so romantic. And then the breakdown is so sexy. I love it.
Love that.
Yeah.
Favorite movie?
Favorite movie?
Or role?
Favorite movie? Made in Manhattan. Love. Wedding Planners. Yes. Lovely.
Selena, honey.
Selena, of course.
Oh, honey.
Oh, my God. Yeah,
honey.
Selena. Hustlers is even a cute one to watch. I like Hustlers.
Yeah,
yeah Hustlers. Is, yeah.
Favorite husband?
I love Mark because he's so Puerto Rican, toxic, and controlling.
He is, isn't he? I know.
You just know
girl,
that he is.
Know he is.
You just know.
Girl.
He's like, she's like,
all 5'2" of him, honey.
Yes.
Coming up to J-Lo, you listen to me, woman.
You ain't putting
She's
no other
like,
album
really?
out. No, but yeah,
A for effort.
Yeah, I do like Ben though.
Have you seen our Vegas show?
I have not. I plan to go in March. I'm going to go in March. Yes, I'm going to go to in March. Yes, yes.
I want to go.
Yes.
And then you moved out here for your acting, and you made your acting debut.
Yeah.
And tell me about this project.
So I did this show called Strange Love. It had one season, and it was my first time doing something scripted.
Yeah.
Which I thought was great. I mean, it was so fun to do. But I have acting is what I'm pursuing, but you know how it is. It's like these roles that they have a certain idea of what they're looking for, right?
Yeah.
And I just feel like I'm never really, I don't fall in that. You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
And so I took it upon myself to write a script, and right now I'm writing.
Did you really?
I did.
Congratulations.
I did. And so I'm working on this script. I think I have about 7-8 episodes in, and I'm super excited for it.
I love that.
I'm super excited.
I love that for you because it really is nowadays. We don't even go into the room anymore to audition, honey.
Nope.
You just send in a self-tape. So it's all about creating your own.
And that's what I'm doing. I
Now in this script, are you in it as well?
Yes.
And
yes,
are you playing Naysha as well as this beautiful version of yourself?
Absolutely.
I love that.
Yes, and it just goes hand in hand with what my whole platform and what I kind of stand for, and it's just, you know, when there isn't a seat for you at the table, you grab a seat and you pull it up and
J-Lo
you
have a
create
cameo.
it. You know, oh, she's gonna. Do you remember Rosie O'Donnell when she was like obsessed with Tom Cruise? Yes. That's going to be my whole thing. I'm just going to be obsessed with Jennifer.
Wasn't she? She was a judge on Drag Race during the pandemic, right? So it was virtual. I think so.
Oh, J-Lo. Yes. It was also like, and I think I talked about it at Roscoe's. She wasn't even there. Like they had to react to it. But it was like a blank script. It was like a producer reading it.
It was so weird.
Yeah, which kind of sucked, you know, because they did the Night of 100 J-Los or whatever.
Right.
And just, I hope that she kind of revisits that. And
that was the season Jada Hall won, right?
I believe so.
Yeah. And you're part of the house?
Yeah.
Taj Mahal.
Taj Mahal.
I remember Taj Mahal, honey, from Chicago.
Yeah. Yes.
Girl, that's some history right there.
Yeah.
Well, are you watching season 18? Oh, well, of course you are. That's such a stupid question. Are you watching? That's my job, Kelly.
Yeah.
Who are you rooting for? Can you say?
I think it's too early.
Okay.
I think it's too early, but I do have some friends. Mia's a friend. Athena's a friend. Juicy I've met. So there's a couple people that I have met, but I haven't really been a team anyone yet. You know, yeah.
I know that from what I've seen so far, I love Darlene.
I love Darlene.
And I love Can You Please Her, Honey.
Oh my gosh, yes.
Can You Please Her, Honey?
Yeah.
She just has a right in my heart.
Roxy were obsessed with Darlene the whole time.
Like, oh my God.
We were like,
so
every time she'd come on screen, me and Roxy are like grabbing hands. We're like, don't we love her?
Yes, I love that.
Yeah.
Well, thank you so much for joining us here in the Kelly Mantle studio at the Kelly Mantle Show. I absolutely adore you. And I'm so glad that you are back here, that you are here in LA. And I hope that a lot of acting opportunities come your way.
Thank you. It was an absolute pleasure. Thank you so much for having me, love.
Let the listeners and viewers know where they can find you online if they don't already follow you.
At Naysha Lopez. Everything is my name.
Naysha Lopez.
Yeah. Instagram, all of it. Whatever. It's just Naysha Lopez.
And we know that you have a million podcasts to choose from. And for some reason, you chose this one, and we have no idea why. But we are so grateful that you did. And John Mark is batting his eyes behind the camera at me right now, trying to elusively seduct me inside the camera. But it's not going to work because I am a lesbian. And we thank you so much for tuning in. Make sure you join our Patreon. We have some new content coming to our Patreon, don't we, John Mark? John Mark's working rock steady on that. And we also go buy our merch. Look at this. We have a puzzle. Look, there's a piece of me right here. And make sure that you tune in next week when our guest will be Jennifer Lopez. Thank you. Good night.